One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese. Jesse Palmer and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hilltoppers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Middle Tennessee State's offense comes onto the field first today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
been waiting for this game, right? You know both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, we'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Offense gets set for second down. He'll do it himself. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a man, it's Kane. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To throw, it's Singleton. Makes the catch. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on third down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a...
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great. Execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't.
Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push. when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Toppers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They can use this for... to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll give it to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down in 2nd and 9. On the ground with the counter. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the air, it's Singleton. Fakes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Got it set up on the outside. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Toward the end zone. Snagged that ball in the end zone, but couldn't keep the foot inbounds along that left sideline. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Cruz. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. Forced out of the pocket. QB got it himself. Got room at the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Grab near the marker. It's Flowers. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Lining up to add another.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Arizona dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Caught in the backfield. It's Kane. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Throws to the tight end. Got his man all by himself. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Running into the open space. Pulled down for the tackle. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The quick out. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out.
Touchdown, Blue Raiders! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make... There he goes! territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the Hilltoppers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there. I don't feel comfortable with...
Turning it on. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal. The Hilltoppers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And Reese, no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. But who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Makes the grab. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
He'll keep it on the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Western Kentucky, 21, Middle Tennessee.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open. He makes the catch. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, WKU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll try. On one more. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 7 over Troy. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it to him on the screen. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with the screen, but they'll be facing a fourth down.
Number 17.
And here comes the punt team. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Flowers. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets back on top of it, and a burst disaster. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Past the 40. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. Across the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Right on the money. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Out of the gun, looking to throw. They're working that left side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass. And they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. Finding open areas. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The sure hands, it's Flowers. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Hilltoppers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Hilltoppers will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Snagged in the middle. It's Milner. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Fires deep on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Milner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
The give to the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. He'll keep it himself. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! And here they come, almost all the way back. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Moving out of the pocket. Grab behind the line. It's Lee. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Back to pass on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Toppers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
Fellas, a battle in the Beaver State today. A lot of green, a lot of orange in the stands. Whenever Oregon and Oregon State have at it, and here's the latest. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. No step back at week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will open from the 15. The RPO, it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. 2nd down coming up. Now the play fake. Throwing right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Singleton. He lost it high and deep down the left side.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got him. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration, as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Grabbed in the middle, it's Patterson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. And the defense drags him down.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Lee. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Scanning the field, it's Singleton. Caught over the middle, it's Milner.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it. Still running at the 40. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Patterson. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Makes the grab. They stripped it out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to... Man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
He's got the back in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Singleton. Oh, they're after him. Finds his back in the middle. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. All down at the 7-yard line. Good return after the pick, and now they are in business. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Great place to start for this offense. Off play action on first down. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, MTSU! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll line up for a second down play. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Hilltoppers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got a man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Timeout.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, WKU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
46.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Bringing the heat. Finds his man. Gets away from one, finds room. A huge play there, and they find get him out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Here's the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. If I get tackled in bounds, the clock keeps ticking.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
We're going to be big time. Let's go, fellas. Whatever it takes. Keep moving.
Line gets set, first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Toppers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's Singleton. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so